Welcome to Roanoke County Business Partners. On today's show, we celebrate the grand opening of McAdoos in Vinton and learn what makes this McAdoos unique. Next, Sherry Henry, Director of Library Services for Roanoke County, tells us about a free online tool offered through the libraries and explains how it can be used by businesses large and small to train staff, develop managers and leaders, and much more. Finally, we're off to the races for a groundbreaking ceremony to kick off the renovation of a former off-track betting facility in Vinton that will become Rosie's Gaming Emporium, which will offer satellite wagering and feature a new restaurant and bar.
Welcome. We are at the highly anticipated opening of McAdoos here in Vinton, Virginia. This has been long coming, and people have been very excited to see this business open up. And I've got with me Mr. Richard Marker. Richard, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you.
Now, you're the owner of McAdoos, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've got McAdoos all over the state. Now, why did you choose Vinton for McAdoos?
Well, we have lots of staff who live in Vinton. My mom used to live in Vinton.
Oh, that's great.
And always looked at Vinton as a possibility, and this location came up. We said, hey, let's go.
Yeah, so you've got some great local ties. Now tell me a little bit about this location. What does it offer?
Well, it was a historical library. We loved the layout. We loved the traffic pattern, obviously, but we really loved the open space of the grass, the trees. It really worked, and we came here.
Right. What I love about this place is you've got TV screens everywhere, so it's a perfect opportunity for a family to come and catch their favorite team on the TV. And then you've got a game room in the back. What made you do that?
Well, 19 TVs. I mean, I have to say, go Hokies today.
Okay.
The game room we never did anything quite like it.
Right.
We do Tuesday nights, kids night, and we're really trying to encourage families to come here. And you know, when mom and dad are sitting, finishing their, hey,
right, and let the kids
play some.
Yeah, this is a fantastic atmosphere because it's great for adults, but it's perfect for families and kids. And like you said, the families can sit down, watch the game, and the kids can run off to the game room. Fantastic. Now, Richard, we want to just thank you for doing business in the county. You know, when the county owns a property and they need to sell it into the private sector, we have to make sure we make the right choice. And I can't imagine that we could have made any better choice than bringing McAdoos into downtown Vinton. So I really want to thank you for your investment.
Well, thank you for that, and hopefully we don't disappoint. It was important to me to do this right, and they gave me the opportunity, and I don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to. In looking at this facility, this is already one of my favorite McAdoos, and I've been to quite a number of them. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us too.
Thank you.
The Gauntlet is back, calling all new and existing entrepreneurs in Roanoke County, City of Roanoke, Botetourt County, and the Allegheny Highlands. Virginia's largest business program and competition is back. Register now at theadvancementfoundation.org for the Gauntlet Business Program and Competition starting in February 2019. During the Gauntlet, entrepreneurs will participate in 12 weeks of business classes, including business plan development, entrepreneurship, marketing advertising, budgeting bookkeeping, networking, and much more. At the end of the program, entrepreneurs can compete for a total prize pool of $250,000 in cash and in-kind prizes. If you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Check out theadvancementfoundation.org for more information.
Welcome. We are at South County Library, and with me is Sherry Henry. She is the Director of Library Services for Roanoke County. Sherry, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Sherry, there has been all kinds of changes the last 5-10 years of our libraries. I mean, first of all, we're sitting here in front of a great fireplace. Some of your libraries have coffee shops in them, and the amenities are just fantastic. So if somebody hasn't been to a county library, they really need to come. But what I'm here to talk to you about is lynda.com. Now, lynda.com is a very new resource that you've just started in the last month or so. Can you tell us what is lynda.com?
Sure. Lynda.com is a subsidiary of LinkedIn now, so most people will recognize that brand as being really important to the business world. And it's an online MOOC, which, if people are unfamiliar with that term, it's a massive open online course website with about 3,900, so almost 4,000 courses available to learners. And all of the classes are taught by industry experts. They're all experts in their field. Once you start dabbling into the website, you'll see names that you recognize.
All right. And so who can use lynda.com? I mean, how they go about it and who can use it?
Anyone with a library card can use lynda.com. So it is free. And that's the great thing. It's free to all of our patrons, and they can access it from any computer anywhere once they set up their account.
That's great. Now, do they have to come in to set up their account, or they can register online at their computer?
They do need to come in. They need to come in and show an ID, and we need to get proof of where they live, and
Gotcha.
that's really it. We make it super easy.
Oh, well, that's great. That's great. Now, there's a business component to lynda.com. Now, there's all kinds of different stuff, art classes and everything. I've looked at that. But there's a real business component, and I think that's why LinkedIn is part of it. Can you talk about the business component a little bit?
Sure. It's hard to know where to start because so many of the courses really are tied back to business, even art to a certain degree. There might be people that use those skills in the business world today, developing websites or displays in the libraries, things like that. Or somebody might want to create an Etsy shop, right? A small business owner. So the courses, there are about 600 to 1,200 courses toward topical area. So you have software development, design, website development, photography. So there's a wide range of topics that would be helpful to business owners and people working in businesses, people who want to start businesses. Personally, I used it, for example, when I shifted from one job that was very front-facing, public service oriented, to more of a back-end job, and I needed to bone up my Excel skills. So I took a much more advanced Excel course, which was several hours. And the great thing is, and many of the courses are like this, that doesn't mean you have to sit for several hours and take it. You can do 30 minutes if that's what you have available, and stop and come back to it later. So several things. All of the Microsoft Office suite products are on there. You can learn those. Coding languages such as Python and Java, there are courses in those. CAD, different design courses, which I think are huge today. And then also soft skills that are so important. So you have all these hard skills, and then things such as leadership and management, emotional intelligence under those umbrellas. And those are just great ways if you have people that are great at what they do, but maybe need a little more experience or training in how to do it. There are also those courses available, and again, by industry experts. These are going to be names that a lot of people will recognize. So the courses, some of them are 2.5 minutes and some are 15 hours long.
Well, it's fantastic because there's also certification courses. And some of the ones you mentioned, you can do the Microsoft networking certification. You can study toward project management certification. What I really see valuable here is some of our largest businesses in the area may very well want to use this for their in-house training. But then again, somebody just running their own out of their home business, they can use it too. I really like, Sherry, that the libraries are starting to take on a business component to it. You know, you've done a great job of bringing families in, you've got Santa Claus, you've got all kinds of things going on. And I know this year you're going to be joining in and be a part of the Gauntlet Business Plan Contest. Now you've got this lynda.com, and my understanding is that you might have some office space available for short-term lease or long-term lease or something. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure, and I should say libraries since the beginning of time have had librarians who could help people with a lot of these things, right? That's what a reference librarian does. And we are, to your point, taking it to kind of a new level and becoming more public in the way we speak of it and more intentional about making sure we have products to support economic development. And your office makes it so easy to make that happen here, so thank you. The office space, we have an empty office downstairs right near the coffee shop, and we are getting ready to, someone here, our marketing manager, has already kind of designed the space and priced it out, and we are going to make that like an for rent space, complete with computer, full of software that we think people need and would want to use, a telephone line. And so that way, whether you telework or you have your own business but can't really maybe afford month-to-month rent, it will be available hourly and then discounted rates for half and full days.
Well, that's fantastic. We have all kinds of great resources for small businesses. We've got CoLab in the area. We have the Hive Incubator. We've got RAMP, and now the libraries are joining in. So this is a fantastic time to try to start a business. And this is a great time to go ahead and check out lynda.com. Lynda is spelled with a Y, Lynda.com. So it's on the bottom of the screen here. Go check it out and then come into the library and get set up and registered. And thank you for joining us today.
Is your business puzzled as to how you can attract, train, and most importantly, retain workers? Are you looking to people who are committed to having a career and not just a job? The Virginia Registered Apprenticeship Program can help you solve this puzzle. The Virginia Registered Apprenticeship is a training system that produces highly skilled employees to meet the demands of employers through a combination of on-the-job training and classroom instruction. The program can be customized to meet the needs of most any business in all occupations. The Virginia Registered Apprenticeship Program currently meets the needs of approximately 2,000 employers throughout Virginia, and your business can participate in the program too. To get started on solving your employment puzzle, contact Diana Lyons, Apprenticeship Consultant for the Department of Labor and Industry, Commonwealth of Virginia.
Good morning. I'm here today in Vinton at the Colonial Downs groundbreaking. I have with me today Mike Donovan, Vice President of Marketing for Colonial Downs Group. Mike?
So happy to be here.
Welcome to Vinton.
Absolutely.
Could you tell me a little bit about the program we had this morning?
Yeah, we had a groundbreaking this morning that we had a great group out for and brave the cold, but we're excited to heat up Vinton this spring with our new opening of the Colonial Downs facility, Rosie's Gaming Emporium.
Well, I appreciate you guys did a great job today. We had a racing horse here. We had a bugler. It was a wonderful ceremony, so appreciate all the effort you put into it today. Can you tell me a little bit about the investment and why you chose to come to Vinton for this facility?
Yeah, we're excited to be back here. You know, Colonial Downs was here for a long time, and we're excited to bring back live horse racing to the state of Virginia and the simulcast operations here, obviously, but just a world-class entertainment destination that will bring people from around the Roanoke Valley and outside of the state of Virginia to come here to Vinton to have some entertainment and we're looking to create a fun and safe way that people can spend their afternoons or evenings.
Could you talk a little bit about the investment in the property and when you expect to be open?
Yeah, we're investing over $300 million throughout the state of Virginia, and here in Vinton we look to be open in April 2019, and we believe annually we'll create over $500,000 in tax revenue for the city of Vinton.
Well, that's certainly great news.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the employment and what kind of activities you can experience inside?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we think that we're going to employ over 125 people here at this facility. It'll be new, good-paying jobs that we'll have throughout the region. So we're looking to hire people over the next couple of months. So we'll have a job fair down here in January. So we invite people to come out and learn more about the project and all the great opportunities that we have.
And I understand there'll be a restaurant and there'll be other activities besides the horse racing. Can you talk a little bit about what you could do inside the facility?
It'll be a very social facility, so we design all of our places to have that lively vibe. When you walk in, you'll have a center bar there where you could order a drink, go bet on some horses or bet pari-mutuel wages on prior horse races. So we're looking for it to be a safe, fun, exciting environment right here in Vinton and give maybe the region a new entertainment option.
Well, I can speak on behalf of the town. We're all very excited to have you back into town, and we look forward to the facility opening in the spring.
Absolutely. We're all in on Vinton, so we're happy to be here. Thank you. Yep.
Thank you for joining us for Roanoke County Business Partners. If you have any questions about this show, want to start a business, or need business assistance, please contact the Roanoke County Economic Development Office at 540-772-2069 or email jbrenchick@roanokecountyva.gov, and you can always visit our website at yesroanoke.org.